What is going on, guys, and welcome your face back to another Spider-Man video. Today we have a bunch of new gameplay details coming from the damn treasure chest itself, aka Brian's Twitter account, who is the creative director over at Insomniac Games. So let's just jump into the cool stuff. So the first question does come from Adam, and he does say, "Hey Brian, does Spider-Man PS4 have a mission wheel like in Arkham Knight? Thanks." And Brian replied back with a flat out no. Now, as I said in the last video, I love the way Brian gives his responses, man. It's just simple, straight to the point. But to elaborate a bit more on this whole Arkham Knight and the mission wheel, I would have loved to see that in the game. I think it's super cool. But what I've noticed is a lot of people are suggesting things on what exactly exist already, I guess you could say, in Arkham Knight, because there was another question that comes from a guy called Lewis, and he says, "Just a quick question, will there be a showcase mode in the game like in the Arkham games? I would love to have a slow, detailed view of my favorite characters in the game." And again, obviously, Brian did reply back with a no to that question. But I guess, like, I could see these two features being super cool. More of a mission wheel than like the other stuff. But another thing is, like, where a lot of people are suggesting things, like, you don't just want to flat out rip off, another game's ideas, but hopefully they do, have a, rough idea of these types of things and just times it by 100 in the sense of, like, how much cooler it will be. But you guys leave your thoughts on that down in the comment section below. Now, animations in the game, from what we've seen in, like, combat and taking down things in the game, look super cool. And it does lead on to the next thing, which comes from a guy again on Twitter, and he was saying, "I was wondering if there would be more animations for taking down cars when the game releases," and Brian did say yes to this one. Now, from what we've seen, all the animations, especially when it comes down to takedowns, look super cool. And just to know that it's not going to be repetitive is another thing, because I feel like when you pull off certain animations in a game, it kind of leaves the, I guess the player just feeling badass sometimes, man. Like, if you could flip a car right in, like, midair and web it to a wall, you'd feel badass, right? Obviously, I don't know if that's in the game. I would like it to be in the game, but I've never seen that stuff. So yeah, animations in a nutshell is a very important thing, at least in my opinion anyway. Now, going on to the next thing, we know photo mode in this game is going to be such a big thing. Again, in my opinion anyway, a lot of people might have their own thoughts on that, but I think there's so much room for opportunity with just that one mode. And someone asked Brian on Twitter that, can you transition from a wall crawl to the one hand hold to the wall anytime in the game, and also look around while holding with one hand? And Brian did say yes to that one. So just, I guess, like, the flexibility in that sense, the freedom, you're not just restricted to one camera angle. So the photo mode, that is just going to play such a cool part in situations like this. The shots you can get is going to be unreal, honestly. And I mean, just such a smooth transition as well. That is what you really want in a game. You don't want to feel stiff. Now, in terms of the suit, someone did ask, does the eyes move for all the suits in the game or just certain ones? And it seems like it is just going to be certain ones in the game. Which ones these are, I have no idea, but some eyes are just going to be flat out there. But we've still yet to actually see the last pre-order suit. That's going to be interesting, because there's loads of theories on that one, but you guys get in the comment section below and let me know what you think that final suit is going to be. But does this really bother you? To me, it doesn't really bother me. I don't really care, but I guess it just adds to that realism. Now, going on to the final one, and it is about, weather in the game, and I guess the full day and night cycles. So Damien did say to Brian, "Hello Brian, you said that there's no full day/night cycle in Marvel Spider-Man PS4, but can you tell us how many day/night times will there be? What I mean is, will there be 7 times of the day, midnight, moon, morning, afternoon, evening, dawn, and dusk?" But Brian did reply back, "More than what we've basically shown so far." Now, what we have really seen, I mean, we've seen nighttime and we've seen daytime, and that's more or less it. So Damien did also say, which I thought was a cool suggestion, does it include different weather as well, such as rain, fog, and storms, etc.? I think that would be super cool to have in the game, especially when it comes down to combat. We have seen, like, rain, I guess you could say, in the last trailer and gameplay footage, but, like, storms and all that sort of stuff would really just impact that gameplay that extra little bit more. But you guys leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below. Weather conditions, what would you like to see, and do you think it's actually necessary? Could it maybe have an effect on you as a player in the game, maybe when you're web swinging, etc, etc? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. But guys, that is going to wrap up this video here. If you missed the last one, we had a bunch more details on that, so check that out. The link is in the description below, but I will see you in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.